Listen, men insisted women become monogamous when private property instead of brute strength became the source of power and prestige. And the men were so greedy that they wanted to hand down that importance to their progeny, even beyond the grave. That is, by inheritance. So, they had to know who their progeny were, which was difficult because until then, everyone slept with whomever they wanted, whenever they pleased, and had the slightest idea of who was the father of which child and could care less, since everyone looked after all the children and everything turned out fine. And the women, well, they weren't interested in private property. But the men, oh, they were serious about it. So, after a lot of discussion and research, they decided that the only way to know who their very own children were was to insist that the woman copulate with only one man, which is unnatural and not to mention boring. So, of course, the women refused. So then the men conferred again, and this time they offered the woman a bribe that if she would agree to copulate with one man forever and raise his children exclusively, oh, she'd be supported for life, even if she was old and ugly and couldn't produce any more of those private property. Look, the men even created a fancy ceremony. You know, the one that makes the woman feel important on the day that she decided to enter into this contract. And that's the story of how women were bamboozled into monogamy.